Chapter 4, Section 3, number 27. A corporation is advertised heavily to try to ensure that over half the adult population recognizes the brand name of its products. So we don't know if they do or don't. So but we have a random sample of 20 adults. 14 recognized its brand name. What is the probability that 14 or more people in such a sample would recognize the brand name if the actual proportion P of all adults who recognize the brand name were only 0.5? So if they were actually at 0.5 there. So it's a random sample, so that's going to be independent. And we're assuming that the proportion is 0.5. So we have an, in every case, we have an N equals 20. And a P equals, I'll make that into a 0.5. So this would be a binomial distribution with these values. And we're looking at what's the probability that X is going to be greater than or equal to 14. Alright, so once again we have cumulative probability distribution tables. So for that we can say this is going to be the same as 1 minus the probability that X is less than or equal to 13. So if we subtract off everything from 13 down, that gives us the answer of everything from 14 up. So that's how I do my logic in coming up with that one. So this is going to be 1 minus from the table 0.9423, which is going to equal 0.0577. There is our result. So let's actually look at that. So what's the probability of 14 or more? If that were in a sample, so in a sample of 14, in a sample of 20, what's the probability that 14 or more would recognize the brand if the actual were 0.5? Or 0.5 would be around 10. So the likelihood of 14 or more is going to be less. So the likelihood is a lower number, which it makes sense. So the 0.0577 makes sense.